Good evening and welcome to NewsBreak Live. I'm Hibah. Thanks so much for joining us. Drivers will soon face more road closures as public works crews repair a water main leak. Today around 1:30 p.m., city crews responded to a water main leak on Crenshaw Boulevard south of Pacific Coast Highway. As of now, all southbound lanes of Crenshaw Boulevard between PCH and Dalmead Street will be closed starting 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. for water main repairs. Crews excavated the area to find out more about the leak. Now, if you have plans to drive through this area, it's a good idea to use Rolling Hills Way or Hawthorne Boulevard as alternate routes. 4th of July is just a few days away and local law enforcement are asking residents to be responsible. The Torrance Police Department wants everyone to be safe this holiday. They will have extra enforcement patrolling during the holiday time looking for drivers under the influence. Sergeant David Koenig says that last year alone 73 people were injured in alcohol-related accidents statewide. The average cost of a DUI arrest is nearly $13,500. If you plan to be drinking this holiday season, plan ahead and have a designated driver or ride share. Local officials say DUI isn't just alcohol, but includes prescription drugs, over-the-counter medications, and marijuana. Also, with celebrations in full swing during this time, authorities want to remind everyone the use or sale of fireworks is illegal. Law enforcement will find anyone using or selling them. The city strictly regulates the possession and use of any form of fireworks. It also includes storage, offering for sale, exposing for sale, and giving it to others. A first offense for this is $100. If you use fireworks, a rocket, torpedo, or any other product of this nature or transport them to the beach, you can get a ticket of $50. Torrance fire officials say handheld sparklers burn at 1200 Fahrenheit. Fireworks are dangerous and put people and pets at risk. The classic 4th of July activity is backyard grilling with your loved ones, but it can also be the most dangerous time. July is already known as the peak month for grill fires, according to the National Fire Protection Association. Gas grills were involved in an average of 8,700 home fires per year. Here are some tips you can follow to make sure you are safe. Officials from the National Fire Protection Association say propane and charcoal barbecue grills should only be used outdoors. It should be placed well away from the home, deck railings, and out from under eaves and overhanging branches. Keep your grill clean, never leave it unattended, and always make sure your gas grill lid is open before lighting it. For propane grills, check the gas tank hose for leaks before using it. If you use a starter fluid for your charcoal grill, use only a charcoal starter. Never add charcoal fluid or any other flammable liquids to the fire. When you're finished grilling, let the coals completely cool before disposing them in a metal container. A new record number of travelers are expected to take a trip on Independence Day. AAA is reporting that more than 5.7 million Californians and 3.5 million Southern California residents are expected to head out of town. This is the third consecutive year that traveling has increased. This year, it increased by 3.9% locally and statewide compared to last year on 4th of July. In Southern California, more people are expected to be on the road versus flying. 2.8 million are expected to drive to their location. Now, AAA revealed the 5 most popular holiday travel destinations are Las Vegas, San Diego, San Francisco, Seattle, and the Grand Canyon. And if you're hitting the road, AAA is saying to be prepared. They expect to rescue nearly 367,000 motorists at the roadside this holiday. Dead batteries, flat tires, and lockouts are expected to be the primary reasons. Bring a car charger, a flashlight, a first aid kit, a basic toolkit along with snacks. There were multiple road closures today, and you can expect them to affect your commute tomorrow as well. Tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on Maple Avenue between Delama Boulevard to Torrance Boulevard, there will be only one lane in each direction. After 3:30 p.m., all lanes will be accessible again. Governor Gavin Newsom signed a bill into law that will make cell phone use at California schools stricter. A bill authored by Assemblyman Al Suchi is now in effect and encourages California school districts to develop and adopt policies that limit or prohibit student use of smartphones on school grounds during school hours. But there are specific exceptions such as emergencies, permission to use cell phones by school staff, allowing students with special needs to use it, and for the well-being of the student. Evidence has shown that unrestricted use of smartphones by students at schools lowers academic performance, promotes cyberbullying, and contributes to teenage mental health issues. The Torrance Department of Motor Vehicles is one of many offices taking steps to relieve long lines. Today is the second day the office located on West 220th Street is opening 1 hour earlier than usual. It's one of the 50 more DMV offices across the state making this change. Officials say the long lines are due to people seeking real IDs, which will be a requirement to flying starting October 2020. The locations will open at 7 a.m. every weekday except Wednesday. On Wednesdays, the office will open at 9 a.m. and close at 5 p.m. Don't forget the DMV also offers Saturday service from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. A local brewery had a special watch party for the Women's World Cup semifinals today. Fans dressed up in soccer fan gear and spent the afternoon at Yorkshire Square Brewery to watch USA compete with England in the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup. The U.S. women's national team defeated England 2-1 in the World Cup and will now advance to the finals.
Well, this being like a British establishment, it's an important part of like supporting that kind of pub culture. So like a pub is first and foremost like a community place, and so football is like it's just a big part of that.
We've been doing the watch parties for probably about 2 years now. In essence, we do England watch parties for soccer, for cricket, for rugby. We'll do mainly because we get a lot of British expats coming into the brewery. I'm a big supporter of Leeds United, and so we have all the Leeds United games on. So all 46 Leeds games were shown last year, including those at 4 in the morning. You know, you got to do it, right? Yeah, that's right. And we also, my head brewer is a member of the Angel City Brigade for the Galaxy. And so for the Galaxy away games, we do pretty big watch parties too.
I came out to cheer on the Women's World Cup soccer team. You know, and it's 4th of July week, so that's fun too, feeling patriotic. Got off work early.
Yorkshire Square is also having a grand opening tonight of their food service, and the restaurant will be called Snapton Eatery. Chefs are putting a twist on classic British food, creating dishes that pair well with the brewery's award-winning cask ales. The USA team will play this Sunday. Yorkshire Square is located at 1109 Venice Avenue. If you're a student at El Camino College, there's a resource center open now just for the summer. Through July 25th, El Camino College is offering help at its Reading Success Center. It's designed to help students with their reading load in all of their classes. It offers one-on-one tutoring in subjects, a computer center, topic-specific workshops, and a place for students to study and work on their assignments. You can stop by with your ID. It's located at the Showerman Library, East Basement, E36. Now let's get to the weather. Today was the perfect beach day with a high of 75 degrees. You can expect a low of 64 degrees tonight. Then tomorrow there'll be a high of 73 degrees and a low of 63 degrees. Then on 4th of July, there'll be a high of 72 degrees. A popular razor brand has recalled more than 87,000 of its products due to dangers. Gillette says that because of manufacturing issues, customers could have a high risk of cuts when shaving. The company is recalling Venus Simply 3 disposable razors, and that the increased risk of lacerations is caused by a misalignment of the blades during the manufacturing process. The recall affects 2 different packs, including a Venus Simply 3 disposable razor 4-pack and a Daisy 12+1 Venus Simply 3 bonus pack. One customer has reported being cut. If you've bought either of these packs, you can contact Gillette for a postage-paid return label to return the razors and receive a free voucher for replacement. For more information on the recall, go to cpsc.gov. Multiple fresh vegetable products are recalled due to a contamination. Growers Express issued a voluntary recall of packaged varieties of butternut squash, cauliflower, zucchini, and a butternut squash-based veggie bowl. Officials say there are concerns of potential contamination with Listeria monocytogenes. One store affected is Trader Joe's, and its butternut squash spirals and its zucchini spirals, to name a few. Listeria symptoms are fever, diarrhea, confusion, and muscle aches. To check out the full list of affected products, go to FDA.gov. You can cool down this summer with a sweet and new treat by Subway. The food chain has partnered with Halo Top Creamery to offer a low-calorie shake for dessert. Only for a limited time, you'll be able to get low-calorie milkshakes at 1,000 Subway stores across the country. The shakes are 350 calories or less, and you can order them in 3 flavors, including vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. You can stop by starting July 22nd to get one. Now let's get to the events. Torrance Fire Department is hosting its second annual 4th of July $10 all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast this Thursday. It'll take place at Fire Station 1. Now all of the proceeds will support Torrance Fire Explorer Post 343. The breakfast will take place from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Then this Friday, you can drop by any of the 13 parks in Torrance that is participating in the city's Summer Parks program from noon to 4 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday. The free event invites the public to stop in for fun at the parks, and staff will be leading and supervising daily activities and crafts. Young children must be accompanied by an adult. For the list of the parks, go to torranceca.gov/parks. Well, in just 2 minutes, Jason Minter, who's from the city's Community Services Department, will talk about the exciting fireworks show on 4th of July this year. We'll be back.
So we were walking to school. At the corner, we waited for the traffic light.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart,
want cheese pizza,
but
like at Luigi's.
sometimes her mind wanders.
They have this video game there, and Kate's got the high score. We should have a sleepover. Maybe I should pack my pajamas.
I remember saying, Laura? Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
When we finally got there,
she gave me a hug goodbye.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free online resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Here you'll get personalized recommendations, practical tips, daily access to experts, and more. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Is she gonna get it, Daddy?
She'll get it.
Get it. Get it.
When you bring home a Goodwill find, you give your whole town a reason to celebrate because you're also funding local job training and placement programs in tech, healthcare, and more. Goodwill. Bring good home.
Welcome back to the second half of NewsBreak Live. Joining me is Jason Minter with the Community Services Department. Welcome.
Hi, Hibah. How are you?
Good. How about you? You're back with your fireworks tie.
I'm here. I love getting a chance to wear it this time of year. Thanks for having me.
And you're here to talk about a wonderful event this Thursday as the city will host a spectacular fireworks show once again. Tell me all about it.
Well, yes, it is 4th of July. We'll be celebrating our country's independence with a beautiful fireworks show here in the Civic Center in the city of Torrance. We invite all residents to come out and watch the show.
So there are many designated areas to watch it. The main is the courthouse parking lot. And of course, people can watch it live on our channel as we'll stream it beginning at 9 p.m. So tell me about that.
Well, the primary viewing area, we have bleachers set up over in the courthouse, the LA County Courthouse off of Maple. You're encouraged to get there a little bit early, find a nice spot. If you don't want to go to the primary viewing area, we have the Toyota Sports Complex that you can go and sit there as well. It's the synthetic turf field, so there are a bunch of rules if you want to sit on this synthetic turf field, but there's a million places in and around the city. Go to your nearest park, walk to the end of the street, take a look. If you can spot the radio tower behind City Hall, chances are pretty good you're going to be able to see the fireworks. So find a spot, get comfy, and round about 9, get ready for the show.
Every year, hundreds of people come out to watch this great fireworks show. Of course, it's first come, first serve. As you mentioned, there will be bleachers set up. There's going to be a DJ set up this year. So tell me about how the seating works.
Well, the seating, it is first come, first serve. So if you definitely want a seat, or if you want to get, a spot in the bleachers, you should probably get there, closer to 6:30 or 7. Just be aware, the police department will start closing down streets the closer we get to showtime. But bring a lawn chair. We do have streets closed, so you can just prop your chair out in the middle of the street and watch it from Maple, watch it from Civic Center Drive. There's a lot of great spots to watch. Just have a chair, something comfortable to wear. It does tend to get chilly, so make sure you dress warm or have a blanket and get comfy. We want you to enjoy the whole show and not miss the exciting finale at the end, of course. But yeah, we hope more than hundreds of people, we hope thousands of people are able to appreciate the fireworks show that's put on by the city.
For viewers watching right now, and as you just mentioned, what can you tell us about the road closures?
Civic Center Drive, just to the north of Civic Center, will be closed for most of the day. Maple will close from Torrance Boulevard all the way to Civic Center Drive. Those are probably the 2 longest street closures. And then right before the show starts, the police officers will shut down Madrona as well. Okay. One of the dangers is once the show starts, people tend to forget how to drive, or they want to slow down and just pull over to the side of the road and park to watch the show. We really want to discourage that. It's important that everyone stays safe, whether you're traveling or just sitting on the curb watching. Again, a safe Torrance gets to enjoy the show. That's our main goal. The street closures really are just for the protection of the public and the spectators that hopefully are able to enjoy the show.
So what do you want people to know about the show this year?
It's about 20 minutes long. It's going to start about 9 o'clock. My favorite part is always the finale at the end. I try to count the number of exploding shells and I lose track after probably 10. But I really love the sight, the smell. I love it when you can smell the fireworks. And for those of you that are lucky enough to be close enough where you can, kind of feel that thud in your chest, that's also a favorite of mine. So you want to see them, you want to hear them, but when you can smell the burning and feel that thud in your chest, that really makes me appreciate the fireworks show even more.
And of course, the fireworks show is free, the best part. So it's just an opportunity for the community to come together on Independence Day. And tell me why it's so important for your team and for the city to bring this celebration to the public.
It's a great event. It's a great holiday. The city of Torrance proudly supports our military and the armed forces. And I think celebrating our freedom and acknowledging the history of our great country is very special. And whenever the public, our community, can spend time all day with friends and family and neighbors and really just feel that camaraderie and then culminate a wonderful day's worth of activities with a fireworks show it's always been one of my favorite holidays. So we hope everybody gets a chance to spend time, like I said, with their family and friends and neighbors. There's a lot of block parties that happen on the 4th of July. Really spend the time with the ones that you love and hopefully come out and join us for a fireworks show and be a perfect nightcap to the night.
And this has become a tradition now here in the city of Torrance. But talk to me a little bit about the history for maybe new residents who just moved to Torrance or people who didn't even know that the city of Torrance for so many years have celebrated the 4th of July.
For years, we did celebrate the 4th at a big extravaganza at Wilson Park. And unfortunately, due to budget cuts, that show did go away. We were able to bring it back 4 years ago at a reduced cost. But it is a great show, and I think bringing everybody to the Civic Center where your government buildings are with the courthouse and City Hall, I think is a great spot, and I think it really kind of builds that community that surrounds City Hall. So I know there's neighbors across the street that get a great view of the fireworks show. We get a lot of very happy people that express, I love it that it's here, that you can see it right above our house or right above the where the plunge is. There are people in the mall parking lot that get a chance to see it. So there's a lot of great places to watch, and it really is just a fun, like I said, culminating event to a great day.
And as you mentioned, if they are going to go get a seat at the Toyota Sports Complex, to make sure they familiarize themselves on what's allowed, and they can go to torranceca.gov for more information on that. And of course, as everyone comes out, I'm sure a big part is to keep everything clean. If you have trash, make sure you pick it up and keep the community clean, because of course a lot of residents live around the area.
Definitely. We want to keep the streets clean. We want to keep them safe. We will have trash cans and containers all around the viewing areas, both at the Toyota Sports Complex and all around the courthouse parking lot. There will be portable toilets for the people that want to come and stay a little bit longer just in case. But we do want to keep our, the parking lots, we want to keep everything clean, so please pick up after yourselves. And then be responsible. When you're coming, whether you're walking or riding a bike or driving, however you're going to get to the Civic Center, make sure that you're staying safe and you're keeping your family and your friends safe so that everyone can enjoy the show. And then immediately afterwards, we ask that everybody be respectful. There's a lot of traffic, a lot of people, trying to be the first one to get home. Just be patient, enjoy it, enjoy that sensation that you just experienced, and then make sure that you take your time and get home safely so that everybody can do the same.
And before I let you go, as you mentioned, when the show is done, will the road closures open right away, or should people stick around just for a little bit so that can happen?
Definitely pay attention to your friends in law enforcement. Make sure that you're following their directions. They're trying to get everybody out in hopefully a single file line. There's a lot of people coming from a lot of different directions, but just follow the directions. We know you'll find your way home. Just do so safely. The road closures happen as the traffic lightens up. So, once the officers recognize that things are safer, then they'll start reopening the streets. But typically Maple and Civic Center Drive will be closed until well past 10 o'clock. So show's over at 9:30. Usually the whole campus clears out pretty fast, but remember, it's not a hurry. We want to make sure people stay safe, enjoy the moment, enjoy the night.
Well, thank you so much, Jason. I know this is a very exciting time for you and your team, but is there anything else you'd like to add about the fireworks show this Thursday?
For specifics, you mentioned the website, but www.torranceca.gov/fireworks will give you all the information that you need. There's a map kind of showing where the primary viewing areas are, where the road closure locations are, and the porta potties and the other things that you'll need to know. So visit the website. We will do updates periodically if they're needed. But yeah, we invite everyone in the community. Bring your family, bring your friends, come out and enjoy the show, and most importantly, have a happy 4th of July to all.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Happy early 4th, Jason.
Thanks, Hibah.
Well, that does it for NewsBreak Live. If you ever have news or video that you'd like to share, please email us at newsbreak@torranceca.gov. Also, if you missed any portion of the show, you can catch it all on Torrance City Cable's YouTube page. City Council does have the night off. Have a great night.